looks like we're going to start ball one here. Day 2 of the grand final in the F2 grade, the 2017-18 season, Diamond Creek versus North Eltham Wanderers. Ball 1, here's Saul. Comes into ball and plays it away towards the bowler for a dot ball. Alright, ball 2. Saul into bowl. Oh, what a ball there. Bounced up short of a length, and the batsman tried to play it off the hip, and it bounced too high, and it ended up hitting somewhere on his right hip, and it went into the slip area. Alright. Saul into bowl and leaves it alone. Comes into bowl. Oh, it's a full toss, and it's an edge, and it goes down into the backward point region, and the 2 fielders are chasing it down. They're going to get 2. And 2 runs there, off the mark. Saul comes into bowl and defended back to the bowler, dot ball. Well, the wind is quite intrusive, quite a pain, but it's not overwhelming. Saul into bowl. Oh! Inside bottom edge. And that's the end of the over. It's none for 2. Alright, so we got the second over. Bowling from the Diamond Creek trail end. This is Corbin on strike. Boone comes into bowl and defends it, and it's fielded in the covers. So, let's have a look at the field. We've got 2 slips, a gully, then a point, shortish cover, mid-off, mid-on, square leg, and then fine leg is on the fence. Turn into bowl, and oh, well, a lot of bounce out of that ball. It looked like it was a foolish ball, just barely short of a length, and the batsman stepped forward for it, and the ball bounced up quite a way, and you would have thought that a ball like that the batsman would have played off the back foot. That's how much the ball bounced. Turn into bowl and defends it, and it's fielded by mid-off, who runs around for a dot ball. Turn into bowl and defends it, and the ball dribbles to mid-on for a dot ball. So, Poon into bowl, and defends it, and the ball goes, oh, it goes into the gap. So Point has to chase it down. And so a run there, so Corbin is off the mark. That was just a gentle push, but because there's no one in the cover position, just the shortish cover, it meant that there is a gap in the cover point region if you can hit it firmly enough. Comes into bowl and drives it back, and it goes to mid-off for a dot ball. End of the over, it's none for 3. Alright, Sewell into bowl, and oh, it's a wide ball seaming away there. Sewell into bowl, and leaves it alone. I'm not sure whether this this wind will actually assist Saul or not. I mean, he's a pretty wild bowler anyway, and now we've got conditions that, depending on whether there's a gust of wind or not, might actually assist or hinder him, so he might become even more erratic. Then his deliveries might become even more deadly when he gets it on the mark. Comes into bowl. Oh, that was the in-swinger. And well fielded there by mid-off. So, with 2 slips and a gully in position, it means that if Saul decides to bowl a delivery that goes across the right-hander, there are people there to catch it if there's an outside edge. Saul into bowl. And drives it, and there's another gap in that same area in the cover point region, and the point fielder runs around and collects it for the 1 run. And there's a little bit of rain, which is a bit of a nuisance. Alright. Sewell into bowl. Oh, that was another in-swinger, and it gets knocked to mid-on. Sewell into bowl, and defends it, and it goes into the mid-wicket region. Sewell into bowl, and it's an outside edge, and it's double chance there. I'm not sure whether that carried to the gully or not. I'm pretty sure it was a save. So they get the 1 run. End of the over. So this is the 4th over. Poon to bowl his 2nd over at the Diamond Creek trail end. And defends it into the short cover fielder. Poon into bowl, and leaves it alone. So the ball is moving quite a bit, as you'd expect. With this new ball, it's just the 4th over. As Poon comes into bowl, oh, slips over. And there is rain coming into the commentary box. Poon into bowl, and it's driven, and it's saved. Very good fielding there. Comes into bowl and defends it back to the bowler for another dot ball. Well, we saw from last weekend Poon was very accurate, but he wasn't able to take any wickets, which meant that his performance, although very impressive and very miserly and very useful, just did not appear on the highlights package because he didn't take a wicket when everyone else was a star. And they've changed the field. We'll talk about this field change later on. Comes into bowl and works it onto the leg side, and it goes straight to the square leg fielder. So a maiden there. The score is still 6 for no loss. Sewell, left arm fast medium, to continue to bowl from the Elizabeth Street end for his 3rd over. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. And now that ball just died. So we're seeing some inconsistent bounce here. This is Corbin on strike. Comes into bowl. Oh, it's a big full tosser at about the knee height. In swinger, the batsman was able to get some bat on it. Inside edge. He didn't pick up the ball until very late. And so at the last minute he was able to play at it. Comes into bowl. Oh, Yorker, and it squirts behind the bowler, and they're getting it 2. 2 runs there to Corbin. Sewell on strike, Sewell to bowl, sorry, and defends it to mid-off for a dot ball. Sewell to bowl and defends it, fielded by Point. Sewell into bowl and leaves it alone. End of the over. It's 8 for no loss. Poon to continue to bowl. Diamond Creek Trail end. Comes into bowl and drives it back to the bowler for a dot ball. So there was a change of the field. They brought the fine leg into a square leg. They moved the square leg onto the offside. And so now there's two covers. There's the short cover, who's now in a properly short cover position, and then there is a cover proper, or more of a cover point actually, so there's a big gap at cover to extra cover. Comes into bowl, and drives it, and fielded by the mid-off. So here is the field. So we got point and cover point, and then a short cover, mid-off, a very straight mid-off, and then the gully. Comes into bowl and plays it, and it's fielded by the point fielder for a dot ball. Comes into bowl and drives it, and it's fielded by mid-off for a dot ball. Comes into bowl. Oh, it's an edge, and it goes through the gap in between gully. Gully made a diving effort. They're going to go for two. Are they going to go for a third? And no, they're happy with two. An edgy shot there gets 2 runs. Comes into bowl and drives it. Oh, there's a gap. One, they've got one, they're going to go for two. They've got to go for two, really. No, they do not go for two. And into the over. It's 11 for no loss. So, North Eltham Wanderers have gotten off to a very handsome start, going at nearly 2 runs and over, and haven't really looked like losing a wicket just yet. And drives it, and there's a gap. No, there's not. Fielded well there in the point area. Saul into bowl. Whoa, that's the first real brilliant ball we've seen today. Rising up, short of a length, rising up, nearly catching the shoulder of the bat or the gloves. The batsman having to swerve out of the way, get his wrists downwards to didn't catch the glove. Wonderful delivery. Comes into bowl and drives it back to the bowler. The bowler does not take it cleanly, and it gets picked up by the mid-off fielder. Comes into bowl. And a hit, probably going down the leg side. An appeal, but no chance of that. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. So this has been a very good over from Saul. He's been there and thereabouts throughout his entire spell. Getting it there reasonably often. I mean, he hasn't bowled any erratic balls, and most of his balls in the good areas. Comes into bowl. And left alone. End of the over. That's still 11 for no loss. So, Poon to continue to bowl. Comes into bowl. And hit on the pads, but I think it would have been hit him outside the line. So this is the 8th over. I'd imagine that North Eltham would be very happy with the start they've gotten. Not having lost a wicket, reasonably comfortable out there in the middle. There's been a few deliveries that they've just been too good for them, but they've been holding it together so far. Very smart and professional. Comes into bowl and drives it, and it's fielded by mid-off. Comes into bowl and drives it, and it goes through the backward point region. Point field has to chase. They've gotten 2. Are they going to go for a third on the arm? No, they're happy with 2. 2 runs there to Corbin. And drives it, and fielded by mid-off. Poon into bowl. And it's a wild whoosh. Well, didn't really step towards that. Just sort of planted his foot forward and just sort of swung with his arms, hoping to make contact through just his arm actions alone, not worrying about his body weight or the positioning of his bat. Comes into bowl and down the leg side, and a strange appeal. It's 13 for no loss. Saul comes into bowl and bowls. Oh! That time goes in between the gap between bat and pad. So once again, Saul is the one that's creating most of the events to happen. So Poon is the holder, the miser, there to bowl steady and reliable and conservative and keep the run rate down, and Saul is the one where things happen, either good or bad. Saul into bowl and leaves it alone. Comes into bowl and leg glances it, and there's a bit of a misfield. They're going to get 1. They're happy with 1. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Comes into bowl and drives it, and it goes through the extra cover gap. They've gotten one, they're going to go for two, and they've gotten two. Very good shot there, very nice to pick the gap and get the runs.
Here we go, boys, bit of blood, come on, get blood, here we go.
So as soon as the ball is a bit full, these two batsmen have been willing to play the drive shots. Comes into bowl. Oh, Yorker goes for the glory ball. And that's the end of the over. 3 runs off it.